I used to think that the only way to be successful was to be lonely. I would sit in my room, knowing I was dedicated to my sport or knowing I was dedicated to whatever project I was doing at the time. And, my dad would always tell me that it's lonely at the top, so whatever effort you put in, you've got to do it for yourself and that you're your best friend. And I still agree with that now. But I think as time went on, I was trying to be a competitive athlete, I was trying to make it. I would miss out on hanging out with my friends and I would miss out on birthdays because I had to go and train or I had a match. And sometimes I would go play a match and not do very well and be like, I just wasted my whole day. But it was that sacrifice that I thought, yeah, I'll make it. So when I didn't make it, I was like, did I sacrifice all the friends I had? Did I sacrifice the community I could have had, the parties I could have gone to, the hangouts? I missed that and I didn't make it. But I adapted that philosophy again and I said, okay, in the working world, I've got to prioritize me because at the end of the day, no one else will prioritize me. And I think I lost a lot of friends because I put my business first. I was supposed to go on holiday with a friend of mine and I got offered the most insane job opportunity of my whole entire life. Like it was as an 18-year-old fresh out of school, this was incredible. And I told my friend that I couldn't go on holiday. And this truly ruined our friendship to the point where me and this girl don't speak anymore. Yes, I feel like some of it has got to do with the fact that I couldn't go, but I think it also meant that my friends didn't support my dreams. And I think that's one thing I learned. You find your true friends in the faces of those who want to see you win. The ones who want to see you win understand the sacrifices. The ones that want to see you win, they understand when you step away and say, okay, I've actually got to do this for me. And those are the people you want to surround yourself with. You prioritizing you should never be anything that you apologize for, and that doesn't mean that it's a mental health break, but it means you living life. If you want to do something, why do you owe someone else an explanation of why you want to do that? You don't. You're not bought by anyone. You're not being, enslaved by anyone. So why should you have to do what they want to do? And even if you were in situations like that, we live in a free world where we have choices that we can make for ourselves. And we can now make sure that our life is our life. How are you going to die and on your deathbed think, I lived a life of what other people wanted me to do? I never got to pursue my dreams because I was scared of the perceptions of others. Does that truly make it your life? I think when I think about the decisions I've made and the friends that I have around me, I'm grateful for the ones that have given me grace when I haven't been present, and the people around me who have seen my ups and downs and seen, me crying over work, crying over friendships, but been there for me through it all and understood why my priorities might have been a certain way. And the thing is, at the end of the day, your priority should never be another person. If your priority is another person, then you have messed up, because the biggest priority in your life should be you. You have the most valuable thing in front of you, and that's life. What are you going to do when you lose it one day? You're going to regret all the things you didn't do. So why not adapt that today? Success is lonely, but it's not lonely when you find the right people and the people that share those values with you. I feel periods of loneliness 100%. That's because I know that I've got to make my dreams happen. That's for me to do it. So, Sally next door is never going to understand the sacrifice and the work I've put into what I'm going to do to make it. That's where the loneliness seeps in. But the friends that understand that and support you through it all, they're the ones you need to keep. And you'll find them. If you don't find them, in the next year or so, they'll come in the next 5. You've just got to know that that's a separate entity to you pursuing your dreams. And you need to realize that it's not that everyone around you is replaceable, but everyone around you, they have to be your friend too. You can't just be a friend to them. If they're not giving you the energy that you want to give them, if they don't give you that support that you give them, what is the point? Why do we expel our energy to other people who wouldn't do the same for us? This is such a dog eats dog world where everyone wants to do the best they can and everyone wants to succeed, everyone wants fame, everyone wants money. So would it be so wrong if you wanted something for yourself? And that doesn't mean it has to be money. In my case, I never valued success on financial gain. I was fortunate enough that I lived in a household where my parents would make it seem like we had millions and could afford the world, even when I knew that they couldn't afford the rent on the house. But I think that's where success is defined by every individual. And for me, success is knowing that I'm able to make a change in the world. I want to make a change in the world. I don't want to do it for fame. I don't want clout. I just want change in actuality. I want to make a difference. And I want to inspire. And I think that's why philanthropy is always at the top of my list. I always say I want to get rich, not for, me to go to the designer outlet, buy 5 million Coach bags. I mean, as lovely as that would be, no, I want to get rich so I can go to Lebanon and deliver aid to children, to Palestine, and help the children that have suffered and live such hardship. I want to be able to adopt and foster and help those that really, really need it. Give education to the women around the world who don't have it. But that comes with selfishness, which is so contradictory because you have to be selfish in order to give to others. And that's something I've had to learn for a long time. But hopefully one day we can all succeed in the best way possible for us.